Probably. All right. Well, there was a brother that lost his life on a motorcycle from out of the, I think he's from out of the 60s area, named Kenny Hall, a.k.a. Quest. They were having a vigil over there on Hyde Park in Crenshaw by the donut shop, and they were pretty deep. They were out there just paying their respects, and then the L.A.P.D. decided to pull up and created a whole commotion, a whole confrontation with the people there, and they ended up taking Lil A.D. to jail, and a guy named Don Trell, who I've known since he was a teenage kid. He's 28 years old now. Don Trell is Rayshawn Washington's son, and
Raymond Washington's grandson.
Raymond Washington's grandson, Don Trell, and Rayshawn Washington was also out there paying the respects to the young man. In fact, I have a few clips, and I want you to listen closely to the way the media has characterized this incident, and then we're gonna correct it. We're gonna correct it. Let's see. I got a few clips here. Let me play this first clip from. This is from KCAL News.
PD officers turned on after a street takeover. Let's go back up to Desmond Shaw with more in SkyCal. Des.
Well, Juan, here at Crenshaw and Hyde Park, things did just get kind of tense here a couple of moments ago. This is on Crenshaw. We're facing southbound. You see L.A.P.D. with this skirmish line. Folks that are up here in this group, we're getting kind of heated and up in L.A.P.D.'s face, and so officers had to push everybody back, and there was even someone in this group that their friends had to hold them back, and they were really, really getting heated at officers right now. So that's just one aspect of this. There were also a couple of people over here on Hyde Park Boulevard, and the police were talking about pushing people out of the way, but it looks like they've dispersed. There was also a couple of people on the east side of Crenshaw along Hyde Park. There's still a few folks out here as well. So it sounds like this may have all begun before the street takeover. It looks like there was a vigil going on. As I zoom in on the parking lot, you can see all these candles lit for someone that passed away, and so that may have been the precursor to all of this. It's not entirely clear how they went from a vigil to a potential street takeover, but hopefully LAPD will be able to disperse everybody soon. Juan, back to you now in the studio.
Okay, Desmond.
Okay, they have, let me count the number of LAPD cars on the intersection here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 police cars on the corner of Hyde Park and Crenshaw for this vigil. Now, before we talk about it, I want to play the other ones. They're short clips. Here's another clip.
What started as a peaceful vigil in Hyde Park quickly turned violent. LAPD officers were called to Crenshaw and Hyde Park Boulevards around 9:30 last night. New video from the Citizen app shows an altercation with community members and police. In the end, several patrol cars had their tires slashed. Still not clear why officers were called in the first place. According to a witness we spoke to overnight, the vigil was for Trayvon Pratt. He was killed in a shooting last month, and so far no arrests have been made.
All right. And
hold on, Trayvon Pratt. I thought they said his name was something else.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. We're gonna talk about the misinformation from these.
Trayvon Pratt. That's crazy.
Here's the third clip from Good Day LA.
Cars were reportedly damaged last night after a vigil and street takeover in Hyde Park turned violent.
Mario is live in Hyde Park with more on this. Mario, good morning.
Bob Burke, good morning. Dozens of people gathered here at this South LA intersection to remember a motorcyclist who was killed over the holiday weekend. Police say that peaceful gathering quickly turned violent. Take a look. We have video here from the scene showing some of the aftermath. Damage, including several tires slashed from LAPD patrol cars. This started around 9:30 last night at the intersection of Hyde Park and Crenshaw Boulevards, where about 50 to 60 people met to remember Kenny Hall, a man who was killed in a crash while on his motorcycle near the intersection Sunday night. There were reports that peaceful assembly shifted into a full-blown street takeover with people blocking traffic. Officers arrived on the scene and ordered the crowd to disperse, and that's when they say bottles started being thrown, and at least 8 LAPD patrol cars had their tires slashed, forcing officers to call for backup. LAPD forming a skirmish line to control the crowd and push people back from that intersection. Meanwhile, family and friends attending that vigil say tension started rising once police officers showed up.
We came together all the community came, all the motorcycle people that he messed with. We all came out here to celebrate his life, and all of a sudden the police just came out of nowhere. Wasn't no fighting, wasn't nothing. We was just all love out here.
He was a well-loved guy in this community, not just this community. He was a member of a motorcycle chapter, so that's their motorcycle life.
All right. So
Was that Cat?
that was Big Cat, Kevin Doucette from
Right.
6-0, OG
Right.
Cat.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the issue. No one was murdered, like the second story said. The second story had the wrong name. It's Trayvon Pratt. That's not his name. The name of the cyclist is Kenny Hall, a.k.a. Quest. So, and then this whole thing about street takeover. I don't know why the police fed the media this line, street takeover. I guess they just want to find a way to make a group of people assembling a crime. So they'll say they took over the street, so now we can come out there and kick them off the street. And
Yeah, but you know, our culture takeover is all the cars hitting donuts and all that, and it wasn't none of that.
okay, and then those are the media clips. Now I got a clip here from Rayshana Washington's Instagram page. In fact, part of this video was used in the clip, but they didn't play the audio. But listen to the audio in this clip from Rayshana Washington's Instagram page. Now, that was there was a shoving. It looks like the police shoved first, a two-hand shove into someone's chest, and then AD and Rayshana's son, they got to, I don't know, scuffling, pushing, shoving, and Rayshana, I believe that's Rayshana, that voice you hear in the background yelling at the police. But by hearing that audio, you can see how tensions really escalated in that parking lot where the donut shop is at.
I wonder if they go to court yet.
Well, they're okay. Let me go through what happened. Apparently, police officer Mott, M-O-T-T, he's claiming that he was
Assaulted.
He was assaulted. So they charged Lil A.D. and Rayshana's son Dontrell with obstruction and resisting arrest. So they didn't get charged with any assault. So, but they go to court this week. I believe they might be going to court as we're shooting this episode in downtown Los Angeles. And they have no. And let me just add, they both are in custody with no bail.
I'm pretty sure. Skip and Second Call, they gonna show up in court cause AD, he a part of that community, and he usually called to keep crowds under control, and you know what I'm saying, he a leader in his community as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, keeping stuff mild-mannered, you know what I mean? So, like, for them to lock him up for obstruction, yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I actually remember when AD he was fighting another case back in, I want to say 2019 or 2020, and I wrote a letter for Lil AD so that we can keep him out of prison and keep him safe out here on the streets doing the work that he does. And it worked. I believe it worked. We was able to keep him out of prison.
How you say his name, Dontrell?
Dontrell.
Yeah, free Dontrell and Lil AD, because AD he do the work in the community, so they, you know what I'm saying? That sound like massive chaos. Like, goddamn, did they just hop out blitzing? Like,
Oh man, I don't know. I'm sure someone called in. We got a bunch of people out here on the corner of 63rd,
but 18 cars?
and they came deep. And I think there were more cars because I'm only counting the ones that I can see in the shot. You know, it was a helicopter shot, and there was some. I saw another angle where there were a few more cars. So, and hey, look, this is 6-0 hood. This is Rolling 60 hood. This is the 77 division. They getting the call. They going deep.
Y'all used all that. Hold on, they used all them cars. That's damn near a whole unit. for that, they trying to celebrate the home going to somebody.
Oops, sorry about that.
And oh man, I don't know. Police be on BS a whole lot of times, man. Hopefully they kick them loose for sure. But I'm almost positive I could bet any dollar skipping them in court and in attendance and letting the judge know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and by the time this episode airs, they would have already done a press conference. The family, Ray Shauna Washington, Lil AD's people, and whoever else is part of this, they're doing a press conference at 77th Division in the front of the police station to speak about how they just kind of came in there and just bullied their way into the crowd and did what they did.
Well, that was a large crowd. That was the only two that went to jail?
Only two that went to jail. They're the only two kind of fighting with the police. And I don't really want to say they're fighting because the cop pushes him first.
Right.
He pushes him first. This is not de-escalation. This is escalation. And I thought these police officers were trained in de-escalation. You got a group of people that are mourning the death of Quest, a.k.a. Kenny Hall.
You got to think, this not even a gang-related murder or anything, you know what I'm saying?
No, he lost his life.
So where you worried about rivals coming through, shooting and all. He lost his life on a motorcycle accident. You got people from his bike club out there, not only people from that community. Yeah, that was on BS, man.
Yeah, and whenever there's people mourning, the police have to come in there with de-escalation on their mind. And obviously from this footage that Rayshana posted, they came in there guns blazing, ready to whip some ass, and pushing people out in the parking lot. And this young brother didn't care. You're not pushing on me. You not pushing on me.
Right.
I don't care if you're the police. You not pushing me.
Right.
And sometimes your reaction to a police pushing you can be legal. If he pushed you for an illegal reason, you have every right to defend yourself.
I mean, if ain't no laws being broken or nothing, you just got a call and then you push somebody out, shit, he in the right for shoving back.
Yeah, so hopefully these charges get dismissed and dropped over the, of course it's going to take a couple months, a few months going back and forth to court before these guys don't even have bail yet.
Damn, what's that, Inglewood Court?
Nah, they're in downtown L.A. This happened.
CCB?
Yep.
No, because some of they jurisdiction be going to Inglewood Court and some go to CCB.
Even if you're on the north side of Florence?
Shit, it'd be 60s in Inglewood Court.
I would think it's 60s that are on the south side of Florence, closer to Inglewood.
That is south side of Florence, not LA though. Well, it is.
Only a couple blocks.
Yeah, right.
By the time you get to 77th, it flips into Inglewood.
Right.
So on the south side of Florence, I think you have 73rd, maybe 74th, 75th, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like 74th, 75th on down.
Yeah. So, but if you're on the north side of Florence, I can't imagine them taking you to Inglewood PD. That's 77 Division, 100%.
I could be wrong. I think they go to Inglewood Court, but I could be wrong.
Well, I just talked to Ray Shauna Washington, and she's downtown right now, fighting for her son.
Oh, there go her answer. She downtown.
Yeah, she's fighting for her son. And I support defending yourself against anybody, including the police, if they come in there and act tyrannical.